What's your favourite reason? Welsh League level. We won't go back to honesty days. What's your favourite reason for someone pulling out on a match day?
Christ, I had a player this year with an infected finger. Why that stops you playing football, I'll never ever know.
Right.
It is going back to my honesty days, but it's still be my favourite. He couldn't come to football because he had to wait for a sofa to be delivered. You know, I'm thinking, hang on, when's the sofa being delivered? Between 8 and 12. Football's 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I need to put it together. I need to do something.
Right.
Oh God, you know.
You've got a favourite, Rod, from our time?
We've had so many, haven't we?
I'll let you think. I'll come to you now. I'll tell you a cracker we had this year at Pencoed, right? There's this lad. He's an absolute diamond of a lad. But his missus was pregnant and the baby was due in about a month or something like that. But he's one of these people, right? And I've said this to his face, so Deck, I'm not slagging you off behind your back. But he's one of these people that thinks he's the only person that's ever had a kid. Right? So it was about a month before the birth. And he scored the winner against Port Talbot the 1 week. We beat them 1-0 at home. Top corner, left foot, screamer. There's videos of him that night down in Pencoed Social Club. He's on people's shoulders, pissed up and all this, right? And the following week he's not playing because his mother-in-law's coming over. So he doesn't feel he can leave. She's coming over because they're going to paint the baby's bedroom.
Yeah,
that's good level, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't remember which club it was, but one we've had where one of the players couldn't come, and the reason he couldn't come was because his missus had locked him in the house.
Ah, that's right.
I can't remember what club that was at. Well, actually, there's two. There's that one. I won't name the names. That was one whereby we had a phone call that he couldn't get out of the house, couldn't even climb out of the window, couldn't get out of the house. And the other one was someone we named in the squad, didn't turn up, and then we found out he'd been arrested.
There's all the biggest one coming up now. At Adelaide, had a player couldn't come because he just had an ear transplant in Turkey. We've had somebody this year who had their teeth done in Turkey, so they couldn't play. And it's
tattoo.
And it was training this year, not a game granted, but a player couldn't come on training on the Tuesday because he hadn't packed for all day on the Saturday. So he had a night off training. You know.
When I was at Cymru and Celtic, we did this Christmas tournament with the academy, and it was a brilliant day. Don't get me wrong, but it was on a Friday. And it was a bit of a booze-up, but they never lost a match after that tournament on a Saturday. So they'd have a booze-up on a Friday, everyone home by 10. And they'd always win Saturday because the camaraderie of the Friday would carry them through. And it got so big, this one lad was, he said, I'm not going to come training tonight on a Thursday because I'm going to go and buy a new shirt for tomorrow. And when
that's great,
you're like 18, 19 years old, and he was such a good lad, such a good player. And when you sort of pull him on it the next day and going, what makes you think? I actually said to him, why don't you lie to me? Why don't you tell me you've got to work? Don't tell me that. And he didn't know, he couldn't understand why I was so upset with him.